Good morning, Effie. Thanks for joining the Zoom call. I want to go over our financial report before we submit it to the board. There are a few areas I think we should revisit, especially regarding our asset depreciation calculation.
Good morning, Mariska. Yes, I reviewed the draft, and overall, I look well started, but I do have some concerns, particularly about the declaration method we are using for mixed exit.
I had a feeling you might bring that up. You're referring to our continued use of the straight line method, correct?
Exactly, give how frequently some of our masonry is used. Would it be more exact, accurate to apply the declining balance method? It would better reflect the actually wear the tear over time.
I see your point, and I partially agree. The declining balance method could provide a more realistic view of asset depreciation, especially for high-used equipment. However, switching method at this stage would require adjustment to previous financial statement that could create inconsistencies in our reports.
Uh, that's true, but if we can using the straight line method, we might be understand meeting declaration expense that I turn affect our taxable income and would lead to us paying higher tax and necessary.
That's a valid concern. Have you look at how this change might impact our financial rations?
Yes, I run a preliminary analysis. If we implement the declining balance method, our deflation expense will be higher in the short term, which means our net income we declared innately. That might not look good in investor.
Exactly, and that's one of my main concern. Investors often assess our profitability based on net income figures. A sudden drop, a sudden drop could raise question, even if it's just a temporary accounting adjustment.
A fair fine, but what is also profit a tax advantage. A, a higher deflation expense mean lower taxable income, with a word offset some of the financial impact.
That's true, but we also need to consider the long-term impact. If we if we accelerate depreciation now, our expenses will be front-loaded, meaning in future years, will have lower depreciation costs and higher taxable income. That fluctuation might not align with our financial strategy.
So you are saying that while it help in the short term, I it might not be the best move for long-term financial stability.
Exactly. Another thing to consider is compliance. If we change our depreciation method, we'll need to justify it under financial reporting standard. We'll also have to inform auditors and ensure uh, that the change align with both tax regulation and corporate accounting policies.
I see your point. Maybe we should consult with our auditor before making any final decision.
That's a good idea. If they confirm that switching method won't cause regulatory or compliance issues, we can reconsider the approach.
I agree. In the meantime, how about we prefer a comparative analysis? We can solve the financial impact of both method, straight line versus declining balance, so they can make an informed decision.
That sounds like a solid plan. I'll work on that and share the report with you before our next meeting.
Lead. Let's answer the question all possible scenario so the board can see the bigger picture.
Absolutely. By the way, I also noticed something else in the financial report that we should discuss. It's about our allowance for doubtful accounts. The current estimation seems a bit conservative.
Oh, what make you say that?
Well, our historical data shows that our actual bad debts have been slightly higher than what we estimated last year. If we don't adjust our allowance properly, we might end up overstating our account receivable, which could be misleading.
That's a good point. I actually had a similar concern. If we understand bad debits, our financial statement will look stronger than they actually are, which should create a issue during audits.
Exactly. I suggest we revisit our past data and compare our allowance percentage with industry benchmark. That way, we can adjust it more accurately.
That makes sense. Would you be able to run the number and prepare a few projects?
Of course, I'll prepare three different scenarios, one with our current estimation, one with slightly higher allowance, and one using a more aggressive approach based on worst case scenarios. That way, we have options.
That will be great. If we present multiple scenario, the board can make a more informed decision.
Agreed. I'll work on this alongside the depreciation analysis and send you my findings by Friday.
Perfect. Let's set up another Zoom call the next week to finalize everything.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the discussion, Effie.
Thank you to Mariska. Talk soon.